How you doing today? What is going on? Let's see here. So, I had Was that too loud? Was that too loud? Nope. For some reason I got people watching. Oh, look at that. S. Yes, Mark W. S. Indeed, S. I am now officially live and on both Twitch and YouTube. I was on YouTube. I moved over to Twitch. Realized how stupid it was, considering that I have already a little over 3,000 subs. And then now I decided I'm doing both. Just do both. Just do both. Why not both? So I'm doing both, is what I'm doing. So if you like Twitch better, watch me on Twitch. If you like YouTube better, watch me on YouTube. If you don't like me at all, watch me anyway. That's what I have to say about that, at least. Now, let's see here. Before we get started on some silly fun time nonsense, I want to find some smooth jazz. No, some smooth music to enjoy too here. What would be good? What are we thinking? What sounds like it'd be nice? Something really nice. Oh, yeah, that'll do. I think this will do. I like this one actually. It's a nice little. There we go. Okay. So, who's here? Say something in chat if you're here. Or if you're not. All right. 1 second. Okay. All right, there we go. Looks like we're moving, folks. Who's here? Come on. Somebody, chat, talk to me. Do I have actual humans here? Maybe yes, maybe no. Yes, okay. I think. Huh. So I'm trying something new here, and I'm guessing it's gonna work. Yeah, let's send all these your way. Let's see here. Okay. Now the reason it says that I'm back is because I'm an actual human. Yes, you are. Amazing, isn't it? To think you, a person, amazing. Now, I didn't think I was a person for a very long time, but I'm glad you're starting to realize that you are, in fact, human too. Cryozoid, nice to see you here. So the reason it says I am back is because I've decided to stream on both platforms. So I thought it was a bit silly that I was only streaming on Twitch, and before that I was only streaming on YouTube. I mean, I might as well take advantage of the fact that there's like, what do I have so far? A little over 3.12k subs now. So at least half of those are bots. So, but that means at least 1,500 actual people sub to my channel, and that's a decent enough number to where I should definitely be streaming on both platforms. Look, I'll be honest. I prefer Twitch when it comes to like streaming for a variety of reasons. YouTube's a little frustrating sometimes, and originally I had thought, oh, I'm gonna move over. Oh, this music's too loud. Oops. Let's turn that down. Originally I moved over because I thought, well, I hate the way the payment system on YouTube was working, and people were giving me like what do they call it on YouTube? What do they call it when they give you money on YouTube? Because on Twitch it's bits. I forgot what it was. What was it called? What is that shit called? What is that shit called on YouTube? There's, I don't know, whatever it's called. Thankses or thankses. whatever it is where people can like, you know, like be like, hey, you're super chats. There you go. So YouTube has super chats, Twitch has bits and subs, and YouTube has subs now. So, because it's been like over a year since I bothered streaming on YouTube. Let me see here. So, yeah, I was getting the super chats on here once in a while, but I was like, dude, they're taking such a big chunk out. So I went to Twitch because it's less of a chunk, but then I'm stupid because nobody really followed me over except for some of the diehards. And I'm just like, what the hell am I doing? Like a year later. Because I'm an idiot, but it's okay. We'll recover one day, folks. See, the goal is if I can get like, you know, 8 or 9 people on Twitch and then have 8 or 9 people watching it on YouTube at the same time. That's 18 people. Or 17 or 18, depending on how many. But that's still like I can get more people watching. And now I have the Wi-Fi and some of the hardware I needed to make sure that it can run smoothly on both ends. So yes, I don't know why I wasn't doing that already. I should have been doing this for probably the last 3 or 4, like the last 4 or 5 months already. I don't know. I'm an idiot, I think. There's a possibility that I'm just a very stupid person. So, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so today what we're doing is we're going to be talking about, well, what I just talked about. Also, I might as well update for some of the people that are going to end up watching this on YouTube, since they don't use Twitch and they haven't seen me live in a really long time. If they, in fact, because I noticed that there's like some of my live stream videos, like old ones from like a year ago, there's like 200 or 300 views. There's like 300 views on, or like on one of them, and I'm like, who the hell is watching these? So somebody's watching them, so that means there's a few people that probably would like it if I was streaming again on YouTube. So I guess there's use in that. Plus, YouTube's it's probably a more accessible platform. I feel like most of the people that are going to actually be on Twitch watching me there are like Zoomers and stuff, which are fine. I take the Zoomers, but I got to take the Boomers too. So I got to be on YouTube for the Boomers. I'm a boomer. I was a YouTube person. I was a YouTube kid. I grew up with that shit. But in any case, to update you guys, yep, I'm taking, let's see here, currently taking myself some Fluoxetine, some Bupropion for you rich folks. That's the Wellbutrin and Prozac. I am taking modafinil for energy in the morning, and propanol when I have to go in an outside open space for the agoraphobia. So actively, I'm only taking, well, I'm also taking, well, I don't really count these. I'm taking one for antacids in the morning, which is whatever it is. And then I'm also taking some low dosage of Lipitor at night because I have a family, my family has a high cholesterol thing. So just to make sure that doesn't happen, taking that too. Yeah, dude, I'm like on 5 or 6 different meds. Isn't that fucking great? Gotta love life. Hi, glad you're back on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing both. I'm doing both now, and it's working smoothly, right? Like I worked out all the fucking kinks that I used to have. I used to have all these problems streaming stuff, and with a couple of changes, some upgrades, and everything else, it looks like well, it's running smoothly. We're doing good. Yes, I know you guys are. Do me a favor, just any kind of thumbs up emoji, just something. Tell me, is it running? Is it working? Thumbs up emoji. I won't say your name either. Just thumbs up it. You guys just not gonna do it, huh? Let's see. I forgot there's a delay, so it takes like a few seconds before it catches up to you guys. So if I ask for something, it's gonna be a few seconds before it actually appears, if it appears. And 3, 2, 1. That should be caught up to the original request. Nobody's doing it. Oh wait, hi, and that. Okay, and a thumbs up. Cool. All right, so then the stream is working. No lag, no problems, no weird Bullshit, right? We're solid. Awesome. That's amazing. There we go. Perfect. Yes. God tier. The streams are way desynced. What do you mean? Like one's ahead? Like, are you talking about like the YouTube one and the Twitch ones are like different? That's okay. It doesn't matter. Who's watching both, right? Who's watching both? So, in any case, guys, you. Oh yeah, you would be. Yeah, of course. Stupid. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about, if that was a catch up for some of the people that end up watching this that already are subscribed to my channel, there you go. You got caught up on my meds. Depression's a lot better nowadays because of the Wellbutrin, and the anxiety started coming back, so that's why I'm throwing the Fluoxetine back in. I tried to get rid of it, but Wellbutrin actually kicks off your anxiety a little bit for a lot of people. I guess I'm one of them. And so Prozac and Wellbutrin are known to be a really good combo. Apparently, they're like two of the SSRIs that tend to have half decent like effects with each other. They kind of boost each other a bit. I mean, that's not always the case. Obviously, I'm not a medical doctor. I can't say anything, but just in general, there's just more of a consensus I've seen regarding those particular two. Yeah, most psychiatrists won't have too many problems prescribing those two together. Let me see here. All right, so what we're gonna do today, and this is something that some of the YouTube folks, if you were watching on Twitch, I mean, you already know, but if you were watching on YouTube, you probably don't know. So I usually do this thing called Dear Angst. So it's generally because just to clarify, I have a server. It's full of a variety of schizoids. It's called the Zoid Void. Links should be in the description of this, I think. Maybe not this, maybe somewhere else on my channel. But in any case, it's a Zoid Void. It's a schizoid server. We do have a vetting process for the schizoid portion of the server. There are other portions of the server that don't have a vetting process. Anybody can pretty much just join, agree to the rules, and then just kind of hang out there and talk to whoever they want or hit up some of the Zoids if you have questions about that kind of stuff. But you're like not, you're not a schizoid or whatever. I do this thing where people can submit stuff on there on the schizoid portion of the server. Questions. Well, not questions. Sorry, I ask a question. I want to do it once a week for Saturdays, and then I go over the answers that I'm given. But the cool thing is the answers that are given to me go into an inbox that only I have access to. No one else, not my mods, not my devs, nobody. Right, and then the moment you type in your answer, it deletes about a second later, and then I see it and no one else does. And I don't say who the username is. So that's the fun part. I get to just read answers to the question I posed and then discuss it and talk to people as well. And then we have a little conversation about what was brought up, and nobody's mentioned by username or anything. So, and it's fun for the person who posted it because then they can kind of secretly, like a creep, like a freak, right? Like a fucking freak. They can like be up against the window, going like he's reading mine. He's reading mine, like that. So, you guys can be little voyeuristic freaks, and we can. All right. So let me see here. So let me switch this up here. Hopefully it's working right. Let's see. Oh, that's not working right. That's my other thing. That's my news thing. Let me fix that. 1 second, por favor. You know what? I can fix this on the fly. There's nothing bad there. That's just literally where I post stuff for the thing. I just have the wrong goddamn window on it because I'm incompetent. There it is. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. And now, what I'm going to do... Oh, look at... Good old zombie! Right there. Lurker extraordinaire. In any case... Let me see here. Oh, nothing much is up. Crick, crack, a snacklin. Nothing much is up, zombie. Just streaming on both platforms now. So, yes, very good. So if anybody jumps on the annex, there is a section called Twitch live stream channel. There you can actually hop on and you can talk to me about the subjects I'm mentioning, about anything else, questions about schizoid shit, whatever you want. You can ask me in the chat, but if you really want my attention, just jump on my the live stream thing and I'll answer it. I'll answer like personal shit about my experiences with it. I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to help. That's what I'm here to do. Help out in whatever shitty way that I can. Okay. Let me see here. All right. Yep, that looks like it's working good. Yeah, we're set. All right, let me... Oh, I'm muted over here. What an idiot. Okay, there we go. All right, so if anybody wants to hop on, they can. Now, let me get started on the submissions here. Let's get the fun going. Yes, let's get this horrific little party started. I hate this is the only thing I don't like about streaming both is I have to use like this custom source thing, so I can't have the cool widgets to just show me how many people are watching. So if that part's annoying. Okay, here we go. Hopefully it's not showing anything it's not supposed to. No, it looks like we're good. How desynced is this thing? It's still working, right? Don't scare me, guys. No, we're good. Okay. So, the question for this week that I had asked was... What was it? Guys, remember, I'm mentally ill, so bear with me. Forgive me for my slowness. Okay, there we go. It was, if you could... Oh, well, this is what's funny. The original question was, if you could change one thing about the civilization we inhabit, what do you think would be interesting or just really cool? Well, that's a bit loud. My dumbass thought that would be a good question. Unfortunately, it's an incredibly vague question with a lot of possibilities. And if there's one thing schizoids have trouble with, it's making decisions. God knows I do. And when you give them too many options, well, that doesn't quite work out too great. So I am dumb. And the ever-intelligent Herschel pointed out that I was dumb. They didn't say that, obviously, but and if they did, I deserve it. But they pointed out that that question was too vague, and I was right. That question was too vague. So then I asked a more appropriate question, and I'm sad because I would have gotten many more answers because I got like 4 more answers. Because with the first question, I had like 1 answer, and then I got like 4 or 5 more just because I changed the question today. So the question I changed it to was, what sort of tech, parentheses, hardware or software-wise, end parentheses, do you wish existed? Parentheses, it's fine if it enters into the realms of science fiction, end parentheses. So that, I'm going to go ahead and pin that in the chat. Let's see here. It'll go ahead and let me. Does it work that way? I don't know. I don't know yet. I think it might. Let's see. If I post it here, and then can I pin this? Will it let me? Does it work that way? Why is there a little emoji in the way of being able to do that? Okay, that's great. Thank you, YouTube. This is why I love you. I love you. I love you, YouTube. You are best friend forever. There we go. Unable to pin. Wow. It's not going to let me pin. Alright, well, there's the goddamn question. So have fun with that. It's not letting me pin. 100% amazing. All hundreds. All hundreds, YouTube. All hundreds. Okay. Now, what I'm hoping is that there's 5 people on YouTube and there's 5 people on Twitch, and it's not the same 5 people. So, just trying to help me out. They just got both of them running at the same time. That would be really depressing. So if you have both running at the same time, oh, there goes one. I think one of them was, I think that was Redwood still doing it. If you have both running at the same time, please do me a favor, just pick one or the other. Otherwise, I'm going to think people are watching me and this is succeeding. And that's a lie. All right, so let me see here. Oh yeah, this will work. All right, so that was the question. So let me go ahead and start reading some of those answers we got. Now, what kind of tech would the Zoids want? And I really, really wish I had posted this earlier. I probably would have had twice as many answers. So I only have a few, but we can have fun with them anyway. And Shadow, if you're out there, you're more than welcome to come in. Same thing with any of the usuals. The wonderful, ever graceful Olivia. And the soft-spoken and kind Herschel. It's going to make you guys vomit in your mouths. The manic Khalil. And Grandma Zoid, if you're out there. Let me see here. Okay, so here was the first answer. Dear Angst. This is in all caps, so I'm guessing I have to be angry or yell. Put the houses underground. Turn them around. We belong in the mines. The children yearn for the mines. It was on all caps. We need to stop turning the surface world into a cement monument to our lack of dwarven might, and instead build hab blocks underground. There are practical issues with this, say the weak-minded surface dwellers, as if digging wasn't the first thing we invented as soon as we touched the earth, and it challenged us to find its buried treasures. You can see this in bunkers. As soon as we get serious about building something safe and secure, we put it underground in a bunker. It's the superior choice and everyone knows it. Rock and stone. So this particular Zoid wants us to live like dwarves. Underground. Like the animals we are. Okay. Rock and stone. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna live in the mines of Moria. Fucking gotta fight off goblins and shit down there. See, okay, this is the only problem I have with this particular technological advancement. You know, more underground living in technology, or you know, because it would be superior. The problem with this is I may not be a flat earther, but I might just be a hollow earther. I'm kidding. I don't even know the science behind that, but I would love it if it was hollow. That'd be the best. But you know, jokingly, I mean, like, what if there are underground, maybe not hollow earth, but underground tunnels and caverns, and there are, in fact, weird, fucked up mole people and like strange animals and things that evolved beneath our surface, never seen the light of day, right? And then we're gonna have to contend with whatever the hell's down there. You know? Well, you never know. You might wake up the wrong thing. Might be some sleeping monsters or some shit. You never fucking know. Or we find like a certain bacteria, you know, something small, some kind of fungus, some kind of crazy shit that you'd only find underground in like a few different areas on Earth or something. And if you go real deep, you never know. Right? You never fucking know. So that's the only rebuttal I have against the rock and stone. But other than that, it sounds really cool. I like the idea of living underground because I have agoraphobia when it comes to large and open spaces. So living underground sounds really chill because I never have to be outside ever. I would be inside forever and ever and ever and ever. And then I would look on occasion, I would climb to the surface and remind myself I'd rather live in the rock and the stone. One with my mother. I wish to live in my mother. Sounds horrific. Mother Nature, of course. Mother Nature. Mother Earth. Mother Earth's womb. But, okay, so next one. What do we have here? Okay, so that was for civilization, because the first two answers I think I hear were civilization related. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Because I had fucked up and didn't do the technology question until after. So it might not be quite right, but who cares? All right, I got another one here. What would I want to change about society? Isn't so much realistic, but I would love if we had infinite or at least significantly more land in the world we live in to allow more communities to exist. The biggest reason I want this is because I want people to create more structures, more works of art, than simply building houses, shops, and skyscrapers. Think creative plots in Minecraft. Maybe this would actually be realistic if we colonize a larger planet. That would be cool. Instead of just magically adding land to Earth, then I would want to change our priorities in space programs to colonize other planets faster instead of whatever shit show politics we have on Earth. Well, that's a good one, right? So, I mean, on one hand, we have all this room to live in. We don't need more land if we live underground, right? So there is plenty of land. It's just beneath the surface, and we can live there. I don't know if any of you were fans of stuff like Neon Genesis Evangelion, but they had that whole underground Neo Tokyo looking shit, all the way deep underground. You had Tokyo on the surface, and you had all the weird they could fucking bring down the whole city on the other side. It's the most insane shit ever, and a giant coward. But yeah. Interesting. Okay. I like this though. So I guess that's the next step, right? Schizoids. What do they want? They want to colonize other planets, expand land, and they also want to live in the mines of Moria. All right. Next here. Hi. If I could, I'd make civilization more Zoid, more concerned about safety and security and not bothering other people, so it would stop having wars and climate change. That's never a bad idea. That's never a bad idea. Again, that answer was for when I was asking just a really vague question. I'm curious to what these same people would have said about technology specifically, but still, nonetheless, yes. I don't know if I want them to be more Zoid, but I'd like them to be more concerned with less social things. That would be great, and more about safety and tech and saving our planet and stupid shit that nobody cares about. Stupid, lame, stupid shit, lame, tomato. Get out of here, Angst. Get off the fucking stage. Nobody cares about human suffering and stuff. It's garbage. Okay, so next, let's see here. I read a series when I was younger called The Uglies by Scott Westerfield. It's been a while, so my memory of it is vague. But in one of the books, the wall basically dispensed clean and plain clothing every morning. I think the old clothes got thrown into a hole in the wall basically as well. I don't remember much more than that, but it always seemed like a very good idea, despite it being a dystopian type novel. No having to choose what to wear and everybody wearing the same thing. It would make so many things about life much easier. Well, I'm going to have to give you some pushback on that one. Only because I definitely don't want to wear whatever it is that they're telling me to wear. That sounds awful. One of the few things that I have autonomy over is my ability to choose my own clothes. That part, that's some autonomy I'm not willing to let go. I like to wear my own aesthetic. It's one of the few things I have in this world. It'd be cool if body augmentations were a thing. Being a cyborg would be fun. Yes, it would. Yes, it would be fun. Oh, that's another one. Ooh, that's going to be another week's question. I should ask that. If you could augment your body in some way, what would you augment? You know what I mean? Everyone's just gonna say my brain, but if you're gonna say your brain, pick something. What can your brain do? Not just oh, I'm fucking the super smartest and good at everything. That's lame. That's boring. So Neuralink would be cool. Okay, so you want to be jacked, jacking in. Just remember, jacking in's dangerous, man. That means you got brain hacks, you got brain fries. If you know what happens. That's wild shit, man. They might say, oh, we got, Elon's gonna tell you, you're good, we got the firewalls. No one's gonna put a virus in your fucking brain. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, that'd be cool, right? Being able to do crazy math and some neat HUD displays would be really nice. HUD displays would be pretty cool. Only problem with HUD displays is that what if those get fucked, right? What if somebody puts malware in your HUD displays and suddenly you can't go to sleep because you keep getting woken up by inner like fucking inner weird commercials that you can't turn off unless like you know pull your eye out of your socket, and then you fucking see goddamn KFC, McDonald's commercials, or even worse, like just like porn websites or whatever they would be, just like porn all the time, and you're like, oh. You know, like when you go to, it's the same thing as when you go to read your favorite mangas, and you're just there, you know, you're just there to read your the latest shonen or something, and in the bottom right hand corner it's like, you know, watch this video, you'll bust in 10 seconds, and you're like, I'm just trying to read my manga. Stop it, please. I'm trying to read my manga here. I know, your fingers will get locked. Exactly. You don't know. You don't know. Doom? You're gonna run Doom on yourself? That's hilarious. My favorite is when somebody ran Doom on like they ran Doom on like a fucking like electronic tampon thing. Oh no, a pregnancy test. There you go. They ran Doom on a pregnancy test. That was probably like my favorite. It was like an electronic. It's like a high-end electronic pregnancy test, and they ran Doom on that shit. It was amazing. Okay. Next one here. Yeah, but the clothes thing. Sorry, I don't know. I'd like to hear the argument, but I definitely don't. I mean. I definitely don't want somebody taking that from me. Let's see here. Tech, I wish I existed. The ability to temporarily transplant one's consciousness into another person's body. I think that being able to experience what someone else is experiencing would make the world a better place, because we wouldn't have to rely on empathy anymore. We would be able to know. I also just think it would be really fun and interesting. Well, I agree, except for, you know, the possibility that you get stuck, or even worse, imagine both consciousness stuck in the same brain. They get like lodged in there, and they're like battling it out. I mean, it also like, what if somebody's a real fucking psycho and gaslights somebody into doing it with them, and then they just like do something awful to them? Ugh. Just there's so many bad scenarios, right? Like if you do the conscious swapping. I don't know. I can just think of too many. Consciousness transplants would be interesting. Yeah, but think about it. Like, think about the implications, like, or the ethics of it. Like, it can get dicey. Get real dicey, right? Maybe, but it would be cool. I mean, they would just have to. Might just find out that a lot of people are just dumb. Well, I mean, you go in their body. Wait a minute. If it's but you would be them. But if you're just swapping, then you would just be them, and wouldn't that just be like people switching bodies, not really like knowing anything about the other person? I think I know what they mean, though. I think I know what they mean, but I don't think it would be a consciousness swap, because then you would just be like, it would just be you, but with the other person's brain, and so whatever quirks and like other things that are different about their brain that are more on a biological level, if you want to think like, you know, Ghost in the Shell style. You can hear there. Oh, okay, so it wouldn't be consciousness swapping. It would be consciousness like listening to. Like, I mean, that would be just. Wouldn't that just be like the ability to like read minds? Wouldn't that just be telepathy? Sort of. At a certain point. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, maybe that would work. Maybe that could be amusing. A little bit or something. I don't know about that one. That's interesting though. I know I'm like a total pessimist. I apologize. I'm always just like, I'm all pooping on all these like fun dreams. I'm sorry. But I am stupid. I shouldn't be doing it. No one's gonna post anything. All Links does is talk about why it wouldn't work. Just a dream destroyer. No. I'm sure they would agree. The people that post that, they would probably be like, oh yeah, but then they might have an argument for why, or how would you get around that, or how it wouldn't be a problem, or what could be set up to avoid that particular complication. I trust that. Oh, Redwood on Twitch, you said brain ads. Okay, the first the first time I looked, I thought it said brain aids. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that, Redwood. I really thought you said brain aids. I mean, it would be good if they aid your brain, so they would be brain aids, but I think that's about as good as that would get. Oh, why is everyone leaving YouTube? Because I said brain aids. They are aids for your brain, okay? Like augmentation, brain aids. Imagine if they called that like the company who would do the augments for your brain. Welcome to Brain Aids. Brain Aids Incorporated. Oh no. You're gonna cure your your brain cancer with brain aids? Oh man, that's fun. Okay, last one here. Last response here, and then we'll just kind of hang out and talk about whatever. Let's see here. I'd say if we stayed with the exact same technology, but with all nuclear fusion power and drones that gather resources from celestial objects, as well as drones that take out the excess waste so as to avoid more gravity-type situations. Ooh, okay. I mean, I was saying a type of tech. That was a lot of different types, but I'll take it because that sounds really fun. Of course, nuclear. Fuck yeah, nuclear. Hell yeah, nuclear. Go nuclear. 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 Like, it's so ridiculous. I remember I saw a meme not that long ago that basically it was just it was like aliens looking down on Earth and go, oh, like they arrived because, you know, we developed the ability to use nuclear power, and they're like, oh, it's time to like check out what this species is doing. And then they're like just leave because they're like, what are they doing? It's like they have nuclear power, but they're still using like fossil fuels. Like, but why? We don't know. We don't know why. They're just doing it. Just be given up as lost. Oh yeah, I'm just reading some chats on here. That part's weird, right? You guys can't see each other's chats. That's weird. If I'm streaming on both, that means that like you can only see one group's chat. It doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? I may think about this stuff. I do like the idea of just throwing trash into space. I think that would be awesome. I think it would be great if we just all our dumps were just like funneled out into space. Just shoot all the trash into space. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. What are you gonna say? Oh, the poor empty void of space. It's like virtually infinite. Like, just there's no amount of trash. Our civilization could be ongoing for like a few more thousands more years, and it wouldn't make a difference. Hundreds of thousands of years, millions of years, and we still wouldn't make a dent in the great expanse. Even if we had even if humans had conquered an entire solar system and multiple planets with like Warhammer style, with all these humans living on them, and they all were shooting the trash out into space, nothing. Not even 0.01% would be reached over the course of 100,000 years.
From a quick Google search, it looks like the main reason we don't do that right now is because it's way too expensive.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if we develop the tech to figure out how to make it not so expensive, and we just fucking start launching our trash into space, that'd be the fucking best. Who cares? Like, it's not gonna do shit. And if it gets into another planet's atmosphere, it's probably gonna just burn up anyway. So it's literally nothing. It's literally nothing. You throw corpses into space. That'd be cool, right?
The amount of space between our planet and another solar system is probably like insanely massive to the point where it would be like astronomically improbable for it to hit a planet that had sentient life on it.
But even if it did, it would just burn up in their atmosphere because it would just scatter all over the goddamn place. I guess recycling tech would be... Well, we still recycle. I'm just talking about trash. Like, I'm talking about the stuff we just literally just keep in a dump. Like, all the shit in the dumps. Like, that's the stuff. Like, I'm down with recycling, everything you can recycle. Composting, everything you can compost. And then everything else, just shooting out into fucking space. Better than burying it. That's crazy. That's bananas to me. Burying it.
Especially the
it'll
fact
never
that
leave the solar system. Exactly, Redwood. Go ahead.
There's some things that take like millions and millions of years to break down anyway. Like even if they are trashed on Earth.
Yeah, certain plastics that fucking forget about it. Like so yeah, we should just funnel all that shit in the goddamn space. I like this. This is good. This is very good. Anything we can't compost. Glass is forever. There you go. Shoot it out into space. Broken glass, shoot it out or recycle it. Whatever. And then start figuring out how to terraform or whatever the fuck you need to live on other planets. Colonize other planets and shoot all the trash out into space from every colony, every planet we live on. Boom. And then eventually we're going to get some extraterrestrial activism coming in, telling us that we're dirtying the great expanse with all our trash. Yeah, that's not happening. Nobody cares. I mean, the easiest thing you could do is if it somehow could be like shot. Obviously, it's impossible, but just kind of shot into, like, if it has like a trajectory that'll just kind of go on for the next however long. If you just shot it towards the sun, and it'll just float. Just all on a single file into the sun, like over the course of God knows how long. There you go. Boom. It'll just burn up in the sun. The sun ain't gonna care. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it did also say that the reason we don't do it into the sun is because it would be even more expensive than just doing it out randomly into space.
Yeah, well,
because of the way that the gravity works.
Yeah, so then let's just shoot it out everywhere. Just everywhere. Doesn't matter what fucking... Doesn't matter. Just fucking fire that shit out. Like a stream of diarrhea coming out of the earth. Imagine what that would look like from space. Dude, that would look crazy. Imagine, like, just the earth and then, like... That would ruin the view, wouldn't it? you know, like the really awe-inspiring view that astronauts see from the moon or whatever, from like their ship of the Earth. It would just ruin the view. It would just be like this one, like all these funnels sticking out of the Earth with shit coming out.
Fuck those guys. They get more than enough money that they can cope.
That's so funny. I just pictured that. Like, imagine like all the countries. There's just multiple funnels going from like out, like past Earth's atmosphere and just shooting shit out like non-stop. It would just be non-stop shit. Don't add lights and we won't see them? Oh, okay. Nah, add lights. Hell yeah. Add lights. Make them shits glow.
Well, and imagine like reflection might do something too. Like, yeah, imagine.
I mean, the sun's gonna light them up, and so is the moon.
Imagine in like a million years we start doing that shit, and then like future generations think that just trash in the sky is some sort of star.
Oh, that's fun. But the trash one, like, that's why it would have to like get shot out past our own atmosphere and our own gravitational pull, right? So otherwise it's just gonna chill in our atmosphere. We're fucked. After a while we'll be fucked. But yeah. That's pretty funny. I don't know why I just thought it was funny, like humans thinking, oh, let's just shoot it into the sky and then just fill Just dome themselves in with just nothing but trash. Just layers of trash. Oh man, that sounds awesome. It sounds really funny to me. I don't know why, but it just does. People don't want to see it anyway? Yeah, who needs a sky? Sky's stupid. I hate the sky.
It'll cool us down from the global warming.
Oh yeah, there you go. Imagine though, like, think about this though. Like, imagine all the gaseous fumes and shit that it might cause. Like, imagine the gaseous fumes, like, because then, like, you would have, like, this just giant layer, atmospheric layer of, like, trash just baking in the atmosphere and just cooking from the sun's heat. We'd probably get, like, sealed in and there'd just be nothing but fumes. It would probably just eradicate all life on Earth. Because then eventually, like, there just wouldn't be any
Let's
sun.
fucking
And then
go!
it would just freeze. Like,
Eradicating all life.
like, what would happen? Like, if enough trash, and it just kept fucking funneled out from the Earth, just kept it thrown into the atmosphere, eventually we're gonna fill that fucker up. And once we start filling that fucker up, it's just gonna be baking and then just melding together, right, from all the trash heaps. And then, yeah, won't we just sit sealed off and freeze?
If it's not thrown far away enough, but we can. It said that
I
once
know,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
expensive.
If it's thrown far away enough, of course. But I'm saying, if we just fucking cannon trash into the air, just so it hits that fucking orbit. Yeah, Kessler's.
That would just be stupid.
That's why it's funny. That's why it's funny. We'll just all freeze to death, or what do you think will kill us first? Will we freeze to death, or will we die from whatever gaseous bullshit cooking up there? Just from all the trash just melting together.
I'd imagine it's beyond the ozone layer, so probably some sort of weather shit that gets fucked up by not getting enough sunlight.
Oh, that's true. That'll probably be. Yeah, I don't know my weather. I'm stupid. Create a second fake Earth to distract the aliens. What? Why would we make another Earth?
Listen. Just make a really big ball of trash in space and then throw it out there as a decoy Earth. We just save all of our trash to do that.
No. You know what would be really fun? Here, I have a fun idea. What if we had another layer above our, like, say right past our atmosphere, and then we somehow found a way to still get sun, but we put another layer of what looks like an Earth. So we'll just make a bigger Earth to encase the smaller Earth in, and then when they get to it, they're gonna be like, oh look, it's an abandoned planet, but we're actually under it. And then we'll see that they're there, and so when they land and start trying to colonize it or something, then we come out of the woodworks and just start blasting. We'll just come out of the fucking the cave system, the little artificial cave system, start blasting the aliens. Just see what they're up to, or maybe just take all their tech and then go back under our shell. That'd be cool. That's what we should do. These are my ideas. I'm a genius. Who's on here? Just you, huh, Herschel? How you been, Herschel? Been good?
Tired.
What's good? Just tired?
Yeah, that's the usual.
I know that life, don't worry. I'm always.
That's kind of my base.
Yeah, same. I'm always fucking tired. It's ridiculous. I've been less tired recently though, cause Wellbutrin, like, has kind of helped with some energy levels. And for the morning, modafinil. Schizoid Angst, brought to you by modafinil. Brought to you by Wellbutrin. I'm gonna start fucking shilling medication on here. That'd be the coolest. That would make me a cool guy, right, Herschel? They started shilling for pharmaceutical companies.
No.
Would that make me cool? Would that make my channel blow up?
No.
Why?
I think that would do the opposite with your kind of audience, honestly.
Yeah, but my kind of audience is probably on medication, or they took medication and had terrible experiences. Only if it's
Yeah,
Viagra.
that's me.
Viagra. Okay. Would everyone be mad if I was like promoting Viagra and Cialis? What if I was like Cialis?
Start promoting estrogen.
Cialis. Stay strong. Cialis, you know. Oh, estrogen? I'll promote estrogen. Hell yeah. Yeah. Estrogen, hell yeah. Estrogen. It's not for girls, just girls anymore.
Oh yeah.
Estrogen for everyone. So I mean,
everyone's so fucking real.
No, we'll do estrogen for everyone and testosterone for everyone. Just fucking. Let's go.
Everybody gets both.
Everyone gets T and E.
You get both. You have to mix and match it.
T and E. I like that. Hey, these are good. I got these mints.
Are you eating mints?
I'm having one. They're from Dollar Tree. Look, here, I'm gonna promote this.
I've eaten Altoids before. That's why I was
Big
curious.
Sky Mints, cotton candy. So,
Altoids are like candy to me.
no, but look at these. They're mints, but they taste like cotton candy. They're really fucking good. Like really.
I really love mint flavor on its own. I'm not a big sweets person.
This one's weird because it's got like a minty, somewhat. There's a little like a mild mintiness, but with cotton candy. It's really good.
Sounds interesting.
It is, and it's at Dollar Tree. Schizoid Angst brought to you by Dollar Tree. I'm just gonna start. Should I just start shilling for like weird businesses on here?
I mean, shit, get that bag. But
Schizoid Angst.
if you did an Air Up commercial, laugh.
Yeah, the Schizoid Angst Show brought to you by Bad Dragon.
No, God.
BadDragon.com. You know, when human isn't enough.
Oh, God.
Estrogen. Clawing back equality, one dose at a time. Speeder in a presentation lawsuit. Let's go. What does that even mean? All right, hold on one second, guys. Sorry. I shut up. She wanted me to show that I have this miniature baker's chocolate bar.
Zombie said you can't legally.
I can't legally what?
I don't know.
Oh, like I can't actually say like that. Okay, that was all satire. I was kidding.
The feds don't arrest him.
No,
They're at your door.
Okay, that was all satire. And in Minecraft, I am not. They
know about that one. You can't say in Minecraft anymore.
Oh, they
know about that one.
Okay, in Fortnite. Just
true.
The new one. I could say in what's that new game? PAL something. PAL.
I'm sure you could say most games besides Minecraft.
No, but PAL is another like survival builder type thing. PAL.
I have no clue.
Some other game with like where you turn like Pokemon into slaves and make them work.
That sounds like fun.
It's pretty grim. It's a pretty grim looking game, I'll be honest. Call the police? Oh no. Please don't call the police. So that's actually like not legal. You can't like just be like faking that you're promoted. Like, oh yeah, because then they'll be like, oh, we didn't really promote it. You say bad words and you act naughty and we don't want you taking our name. Yeah, that makes sense.
We don't want our brand to be tarnished by your reputation.
Oh man, I'm pretty sure Bad Dragon did that on its own. I don't think.
I don't think
Bad Dragon would mind. I think Bad Dragon would be okay with it. I think that'd be
Well,
fine.
I don't think they would give a shit. Is the thing.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
probably
think
wouldn't give a shit.
I don't think
I
your
would
reputation
absolutely
can get
take
much worse
it.
than dog dick fucker.
Hey, you know what? Don't hate. Relate.
I'm gonna hate.
Don't hate. Don't hate. Don't
That's
hate.
weird.
I don't care. I don't hate. I don't hate. I don't care what people do. I don't care what people do.
Oh, I don't care, but I do hate.
I can't hate. Don't hate. Masturbate.
I guess like troll. I guess would be a better word.
Yeah, maybe.
I will troll them.
There are laws around disclosing sponsorships. I'm pretty sure pretending you have one is considered to be fraud. I don't. I don't have one. Damn it. That was joke. That was joke. All right. Well, now I know I can't make that joke. Cool. One less thing I can do that's fun in this world.
Everything that's fun is illegal.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
Yeah, especially here in North Carolina.
Yeah, and everything that's fun here in California is too expensive to do. So
Oh God, yeah.
it might not be illegal, but we can't afford it. Let me see here.
Yep. That is straight facts right there.
What am I doing here? Actually, killing time itself, going edge. Fuck the law, such bullshit. Killing time itself, going full edge. It's cool, man.
What is this voice?
What voice?
Oh
Voice I
shit.
just
Okay.
did?
Yes.
Oh, it's just one of my many, like, when I get, like, weird, like, I like to do voices. I've always done that. But I like talking like this.
Oh, I just wasn't sure if it was supposed to be like a character.
No, it's just me.
Alright, fair enough.
It's just me being, like, a weirdo, like usual. Alright, so look, this is what I don't understand. Like, I got like 10 people watching on YouTube. I got 5 people watching on Twitch. I got like 3 people talking on the chat. You sons of bitches. Hey, hi, Maria. I missed that person. Who is that person? Maria. And Lemon Andy. Maria said, hey. This is nothing. This is vacuous nonsense. It's what I spew all day. Alright, so I would have more submissions to read, but unfortunately, I am done. So hopefully by next Wednesday, I'll put another one on the Zoid Void that's more specific. I was telling Herschel, I don't know if you heard, I was talking about how you called me an idiot and called me out.
I did not call you an idiot.
No, you were like, what a angst, you're being fucking stupid. This question's too vague. And I was like, why are you so mean to me, Herschel? And you were like, shut the fuck up and change the question. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, Herschel. Please don't hurt me. You're so strong and big. And I was like, and I cried. And then you laughed. I remember all that.
I did laugh.
Yeah.
Gave me a hearty belly chuckle.
Yeah. Yep. But it's okay, Herschel. I'm going to forgive you this time because that was a good call. Because as soon as I changed the question, I got like 5 more submissions. And that was on the same day. So
one of them was from me.
Yeah, well, true. but what's funny is that like it does make sense. Like I have to be very specific. Maybe add as much context as possible because as
There's
I said,
too many options.
yeah, as I said in the beginning, if there's one thing schizoids aren't good at, it's making decisions. It's it's not always, unless it involves making decisions that keep them away from people, then it's really easy. But
should I go outside today, or should I stay inside?
I know. Should you go outside today? What a just open-ended question, right? It's too vague and open-ended for the old schizoids, man. They just hear that shit and they're like, but there's so many bad things out there, so much bad stuff, you know.
There's so much that could happen that I'm not in control of.
So much shit out there that can.
There's so many people.
Autonomy.
So many annoying motherfuckers out there.
Well, there's that. But we can be annoying motherfuckers too. Remember that. All
yes, very, very aware.
So.
I agree.
Let's see here. What do we have? So, man, it's really too bad Shadow ain't here today. All the days. Wonder what they got caught up in. Hey, Zis! I see you're on here today.
What's up, guy?
How you doing?
Just hanging out.
Any updates? Any news reports? Any fun and fast times of Ziz?
Not a damn thing. Life has been revoltingly boring and productive.
Boring and productive or unproductive?
Boring and productive.
How can we
I've
make it
been
exciting and
adulting.
productive?
I've been adulting lately, and I hate it.
Ugh, what kind of stuff?
Legal shit
Ugh.
around my parents' trust and stuff.
That's not fun at all. Nobody wants
Nope.
to do that. What would you rather be doing, Ziz?
I think you stumped me.
Well, shit. Here I was trying to ask you a question for content's sake, and I asked the worst question possible. What would you do on your free time, Ziz? If you weren't so busy. No, but it's good. It's good to hear from you, Grandma Zoid. I am back on YouTube. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm doing both now. So, and it's a good idea apparently, because apparently there's people. I got like 6 on Twitch and like 10 on YouTube, so that's already more than I was getting the last few times. So I don't know. I mean, I think it was Shadow that, or somebody. I think it was Shadow that mentioned like, oh yeah, you have like 3K people that sub to you on YouTube. Like, why wouldn't that be a good idea? And I'm like, I'm dumb. So fucking dumb.
Yeah. Actually, that's what brought me over here. I was over there watching things when your
Did it notify you?
notification popped up.
I wonder how many people actually. Oh, remember, Petrat. Only an hour late. Sorry. No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm probably gonna go for like another 30 minutes or so. Anyway, I usually do about an hour and a half or so. But it's all good, Petrat. Did you want to hop on for a second here, or are you just hanging out in chat?
I'm just hanging out.
Cool. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a. No, Petrat is PDA Mama Bear. Did you get a chance to see that video? Is this?
No, huh?
It's a pretty good one. It's on pathological demand avoidance. But you know, or what I prefer is persistent determination toward autonomy, or that one sounds way cooler. Okay, so let's see here. What am I doing today? I ran out of things to say. No, I didn't. There's always something to say. It's funny because like, my wife will be constantly updating me on the latest, like, disturbing true crime stuff, and I'm like, it's so funny. I just a little twinkle in her eye while she's telling me about these horrible things. Like, she's like, "Oh, I just heard the worst thing ever. This thing happened. It was so awful." I'm like, "Why are you watching this, woman? What is this? Are you enjoying
I messed
this?"
up and watched the news, and now I'm wondering when World War III is going to start. I got to stay away from that shit.
Oh man, you're gonna start. It's gonna start getting you all like worried and paranoid and shit, or what?
Yeah, I'm not worried and paranoid. Just
Bums you out.
I'm depressed enough as it is.
I would think you would welcome all that nonsense at this point in your life. Like, you know what I mean? You're just like, well, fuck it. You know, if you're gonna go out with a nuke.
Well, that's always been my plan. Is if I hear they're coming, I'm going to start driving straight towards the closest ground zero I can find.
What if you hear like ground troops are coming? Are you gonna load up and fight for America?
Depends upon whose troops they are.
What if it's like, I don't know, China or something.
Hell yeah!
What if it's I mean, there isn't too many people that would have the like too many other countries that would have the fucking balls or power to ever do anything like that. I can't say, oh, what about the Australians? Oh no, the Australians, the Canadians are invading, like, you know. So yeah, that's highly unlikely. Unless somehow like, oh, unless China and Canada team up and then we have Canadians coming from the north and
I
Chinese
think
coming
most
from the
folks know
coasts.
well enough to stay the hell out of the
Yeah.
American deep south.
Oh no, no, well, did you see the some of the memes that were making me kind of laugh a little bit? There's like some memes. Persistent drive for autonomy. Thank you. Yes, drive. You're in a bathtub. Peach rat. That's great. Australians are somewhat U.S. backed, though China is trying to establish stake in them. No, but I just think it's funny, like thinking about what do you call it? Shit, now I lost myself. Oh yeah, this was what I was gonna say. So there was some memes going around that made me laugh because there was I think it was the Houthis, right? They were like launching some missiles at our ships and stuff. Some ballistic missiles or something at some American ships, and there was like memes going around of like Japan like looking at the Houthis like, no, you don't want to fuck with American ships. Don't fuck with American ships. It was like some memes going around that were pretty funny. It was just like Japanese like just going like, oh fuck, don't do it, man. Don't never fucking. What happens anytime somebody fucks with an American ship? It's always a bad news for them. It's always it was bad news for the Germans. It was bad news for the Japanese, and so it's just funny. Don't fuck with American boats is kind of the meme over that. Just boats specifically. Just don't touch our boats. It's you can do like you can fuck with our planes, if you can fuck with our all kinds of stuff. Just don't fuck with our boats. Apparently, that's a sore subject for Americans. Yep. So yeah, Russia, China, and North Koreans most likely would be around too. I'm not talking geopolitics on this. This is not. I was just talking bullshit. I used to be so into that stuff. Yeah, of course it was. Killing time itself, yeah. No, I was getting happen regardless. But no, I used to be really into like geopolitical stuff. I used to be really into all that stuff. I used to follow every minute of the news and oh god, like everything from politics to everything. And I still keep my finger on it, on some of that stuff because I think it's still incredibly important. I have a family after all, but I can't just do what I used to do. That's all I would dedicate like all my free time to besides playing video games. It would just be like news, this dystopic, this end of the world, World War III, like financial, and I'll still dabble in it just for a laugh now. But man, I used to take all that shit so fucking seriously. It was so bad. That was thankfully like probably over like 12 years ago that I stopped doing that kind of shit. But man, it would like keep me up at night. That kind of stuff.
That's the bad part about it. You know, if there's nothing I can do about it, why bother? It'll just, get me all wound up.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how much it could over time affect my situation or things like that, like in the people that I get. Because now I kind of pay attention to some stuff because I'm just like, whoa, some of the people I talk to are in different countries. So I'm just like, oh no, like it sucks. Like I have some Zoids that are, in the middle of Russia, Ukraine shit. I have some Zoids in Israel. Like it's weird, man. And it's really what's interesting. What's interesting is that like even then, like when I'll get like a message or a DM or like something or from a Zoid that's like in a kind of really shitty area, like even like then they're just like pissed. They're like, leave. I wish they would stop having a war. I just want to be left alone. Like, can I
Yep.
just like, can you stop, stupid people? Like, stop it. Everyone stop. Leave me alone. Like, I don't want to like have to do these things, and now I have to like report to this and report to that, or I might get drafted, and all I want to do is just be self-sufficient and be left alone, and I can't even do that. You know, and it's just like, it's just a wild situation. Like, imagine getting like, because that's the thing. One thing that's interesting about what's pretty well known. I'm going to do another video on Axthar's profile. Is that there's one section in it that says that we have weak ethnic connections, ethnic and national connections, very weak. Schizoids just don't give a shit about the national pride or ethnic pride. They're just, that shit's like, what? I mean, it makes sense to me, right? Because if all schizoids are either on the tism side or the schizo side, or a little bit of both, they're generally going to be not really concerned with a lot of community things or things that bond together. Bond people conventionally, socially, like race, nations, and pride. I mean, most of us don't even give a shit about our local football teams. We can give like two shits about I don't care about being American. I care about like some of the ideals and the stuff that and the things in it that I think are important, and some of the obviously things in our Constitution that I think are valuable, good ideas and stuff like that. Like all that kind of shit. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in American law and in the Constitution and everything that I would say, yes, those are good ideas. I like these things. But it's just, it being specifically to America, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too much on it, but that's a part of why I do feel a little bit more comfortable with like the Jewish community and stuff, is because that's actually like a pretty common viewpoint even for a lot of like Jewish people, is that like the community and like the things that are important to them are important to them, and anything that's important to the other people that are Jewish, it's totally cool, and there's no like animosity towards it or anything like that.
Yeah, like I don't know about you guys in chat or whatever, if you're schizoid or if you're a schizo or an autist. I mean, it's just like being Latino. I don't give a shit. Being, like even my interests, like I don't like, oh, I'm a metalhead, or I like punk. Okay, like scenes. Fucking any of that stuff. It's just so weird to me. Like my city. Oh, I have pride. I don't have pride in my city. I'm not proud to live in California. I'm not proud to live in LA or LA County. I'm not. I don't know. There's just isn't a single fucking thing. I'm not even proud to be human. What the hell am I gonna do being proud about anything more local than that? Making it more local doesn't increase. Like, my proximity to something doesn't make me more proud of it. This is strange. I don't know if that's just like a me.
I think it has to do with the lack of pride in general instead of a lack of pride about a thing.
No, but I can be proud of things. There are things I can be proud of. Not for myself, really. I have trouble being proud of stuff for myself, but I can be proud of someone else. Absolutely. If somebody else does something, I can be like, wow, I'm really proud of you. That's amazing. I could look up to someone. No problem. Hold on one second. My daughter's coming in here. Oh no, where is she? Oh, she's gone. We're gonna have to buy a new one at the store.
Okay.
Uh-oh. We're gonna go to Toys R Us, buy a new one.
How can I get it?
Aha, there you are. Come here.
Hey. How can I get it?
I don't know. Get out of here. No.
Come on.
You have to go to bed. Get out of here. Alright. There we go. Yeah, like I could be proud of my kids, for sure. dude, like I felt like pride the other day. It was crazy. Like, okay, so like like when my daughter she's doing music now. She's playing the xylophone or whatever. She's like in junior high. There's like other stuff going on. Like she'll when she comes home with like something she practiced at trying to get done and she did it. Yeah, I feel good. Like I see that. I feel like I feel better when she accomplishes something than whenever I accomplish anything. It's like crazy. And my littlest one, yeah. But my littlest one, yeah, she's getting obviously she's developing, she's getting smarter and stuff, and like she was drawing, and she's starting to draw pretty good. Like she made that milestone where she can like draw things that like how they look like and everything, and she can from memory and shit. She draws like little images and little scenes and stuff, and she's really little, and like I saw that and like I had a feeling of like, wow, I felt proud. I don't know if that's pride or what, but like I looked at her and I was just like, wow, baby, that's awesome. That's like really cool. And she was like really happy to see that I was happy about it. And then that made her feel good. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I really feel like that about myself in anything I do.
I don't have any of those connections, so it's not there for me to feel proud about.
What happened? Sorry.
Said I don't have any of those connections to
Mhm.
feel proud about.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, I a lot of this stuff is new to me. I'm starting to, because of my recovery over time. I really am. I think I really am starting to recover in significant ways from the personality disorder portions. Because unfortunately, they still conflate some stuff that is just me into being a personality disorder. But that's a shitty part, right?
yeah.
About how schizoid PD is defined, is that some of that shit's not a personality disorder. Some of that shit you can qualify as that because it's actively harmful for the person, and in a lot of elements of our like ego dystonic. But no, the more ego dystonic shit, the more the stuff that keeps me from connecting to people and shit like that, it's getting better. But since I know and understand everything I've gone through to get to that point, I still have all the kind of metacognitive data of what it was like when I couldn't. It's not like I forget or forgot. I was like that for, well, I'm 39 years old now. I was doing that shit. I was living like that without any kind of real change outside of, like, the only major change when it came to human connection with me is when I met my wife and then married her and then my kids. But the rest of humanity outside of that, I don't know. And before her, nope. And even while I was with her the first few years, for many years, I don't think I was able to, I knew I loved her, but I don't think I was able to, like, feel it as much as I could in the last 15 years or so. And the last 4 years have been a wild ride for me. And so it's just it's a weird fucking thing. It's a weird fucking thing. Maybe some level of exposure, but I think it is weird because they'll try to say, oh, exposure therapy for schizoids. You just got to interact with more people, get yourself out there. That's a nightmare. That's a terrible fucking idea in most cases. I think it's an awful advice. Now, if I were to say, put yourself out there, but put yourself out there around people that would understand you, then I would say that's an exposure therapy that would actually be useful. And I think that's what's happened to me over the last 3 years. I've been actively exposing myself. That sounds funny. Clip that, zombie. No, please don't clip that. I've been actively exposing myself to people that are neurodivergent and schizoids, more specifically, and interacting with them on a consistent level. And I've developed our version of friendships because of that, by our standard, that we both kind of have a high degree of respect for each other's autonomy. And like, I've been just continuously exposing myself to this stuff, and I can feel just wires connecting in my brain that I just didn't think were possible to connect. And it's not for everyone, because it's not fun. A lot of aspects of it are incredibly painful. One of the most painful things about it is, like, for me, is thinking about all the time all the time I lost with my kids, like, because I wasn't as actively present as I would have liked to have been in certain events or things. It was all disassociated, felt disconnected, and also the opportunities I could have had, I don't know, but it's stupid to regret stuff like that. But outside of that, I do one regret I do have is, like, there are probably moments that involved my kids that I was kind of, like, either ambivalent, not them themselves, but events surrounding them. Like, I wasn't paying enough. I was so ambivalent about being some places or something that maybe I wasn't paying attention to how beautiful it looked for my little daughter to be running around smiling and laughing. And I was just sitting there, just feeling empty instead. And yeah, that just the thoughts of that hurt me. Now that I can do it, I just think, oh wow. And this is the shitty part. I think this is, like, one of the most painful parts of it. And you might think, oh, why regret the past? Why even have regrets? Just move on, right? And I get that. That's not horrible advice. I understand that. But I think the more painful part of it is that memories are created through emotional connection, right? So if I was emotionally distant and disconnected during a lot of moments in the last, certain amount of years of my oldest daughter growing up, that's that many less memories that I created, that I can recall about her and what she was doing. And that makes me very sad. Now I'm creating those memories more actively now, because I'm becoming more here. I'm more here. I still drift away, obviously. I have my moments, but I can do it. So it's pretty crazy. And then to see other people that have been similar to myself. Wait, what? Wait, oh, sorry, I got distracted reading chat. No, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the people that over the last few years I've grown pretty close to, that were kind of similar to myself, that were just that same level disconnected, they've developed stuff like this. So that to me, that alone, and call me whatever, just making shit up, but that alone makes me think this is doable. Like the whole schizoid prognosis poor, fuck that. Fuck that. It's not prognosis poor. It's not. And I just want to spread that. Like a virus. No, I want to spread the ability, the opportunity for somebody that's out there developed schizoid PD, that's neurodivergent, which I think it's a neurodivergent exclusive type condition. I'm still convinced that neurotypical people that do similar stuff that we do are probably avoided, not schizoid. So, in any case, if you're someone that's going, I hope something can change. I don't want to always be this disconnected. I don't always want to feel disassociated from my feelings. I don't always want to have this weird urge to want to connect to someone, anyone, but at the same time have this feeling of aversion toward it, and just the back and forth and the back and forth and like I don't think it always. I don't think it has to stay that way. If you don't want it to, it's still all autonomy, right? You choose. If you choose, this is just not. Maybe you're in your early 20s and you're just like, I'm gonna ride this out. I don't want to change this. All right. Maybe you'll never change your mind. Maybe you'll be just fine. Right? Maybe you'll want to dabble in a couple of things, aspects of connection, and then just kind of keep it there. That's perfectly fine too. I just like the idea of giving people like myself, or that grew up with what I struggle with, a chance that I didn't have, an opportunity I did not possess. It was not in the cards for me. At the same age as some of the people here that are in their mid-20s, early 20s, because most people don't get diagnosed schizoid until they're like 20, 21, if they get a diagnosis ever. I want that to be. I don't want it to be like there is no options. You must be alone.
I wish I could get to the point where I could see connection as something that is good to strive.
I'm sorry, is this, you were very quiet there, but I think I heard you.
I said, I wish I could get to the point where I could see connection as something worth striving for.
Yeah, well, that's part of the dilemma, I'll be honest. Because that's something that if somebody wants to find that feeling or find that connection, then they decide to take that risk and they decide to do it. And if they don't, then they just don't. But it's a risk I decided to take because obviously I'm trying to advocate for this improvement, and it worked. It's working for me in many ways. Right? It's not all good. I'll tell you that right now. But but some of the good that comes from it is it's pretty cool. Let's just say it's pretty neat. I don't know. I think, just speaking for myself, I think it's worth striving for. It's not easy to find for people like ourselves. It's just not. Very difficult thing. I mean, in your case, you managed to do it once. That's about it, right?
Yep. That was a rough haul.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I'm in the position where even the desire to connect feels like it's being imposed on me from outside. And the only reason I'm going along with it is because I don't want to break people's hearts.
You know what's funny?
That do think well of me.
Well, here's something. I don't know if you were here when I talked about it. I was talking about how with the schizoid, there's this issue where we don't see ourselves sometimes as our own brain. So there's aspects of our brain that feels like it's working against us. And some of those aspects aren't necessarily working against us. It's just our brain reminding us what it's craving, or that one something that it might need. And but a lot of schizoids will see that need as like an enemy or an aversion to it, like something that's trying to like their brain is betraying them or something.
Yep.
And like that's what sucks. Like that's literally like part of, in my opinion, that is the personality disorder portion. It's this sort of denial of what our brains are asking us for, and in favor of a sort of prioritization of autonomy that runs contrary to much of our own nature, but not in like a good way. It's like it just gets to a point where it's like you have to compromise with it, or otherwise just whatever. I mean, or don't. Um, but point is, I decided to compromise, and I'm not regretting it. Um, and it's just hard. It's just a hard thing. It's like when you prioritize autonomy over all else, it's just sometimes it casts a shadow over other things in life that we shouldn't prioritize above autonomy, but we should definitely have in second and third place. But sometimes it feels like, especially early in my life, it feels like autonomy takes both first, second, third, fourth, fifth place. It just takes all the places. And I don't think that's a good thing. In my opinion. I don't think it's a good thing to make it every priority. Make it your main priority, put it in second or first place, whatever you need to do. For me, it's second place because I have kids now in first place. But before kids, it was first place. And but it's still my top 3. And even if it was number 1, I would still have something else in slot 2 and 3. And I think a lot of schizoids need to find something to put in slot 2 and 3. Instead of just be autonomy.
I'm trying to figure out if I even have more than one slot.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's man, I should have been streaming on YouTube this whole time. Look at this shit. I got like 2 people on Twitch. I got like 12 on YouTube. Christ, I'm just gonna do both anyway. We'll see what happens. It's not like I'm making money off the streams at all. Like, except for like on Twitch when I get some bits. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to support me, please go to my PayPal, Patreon, and whatever the fuck else, Cash App, and please donate to what I do. I will do more parts on that Akhtar's profile thing. If you enjoyed me rambling about the first 2 sections, I'm going to do the other 4, probably do 2 more parts. I do want to have, hopefully in the future, more videos with people like Eleanor, more people, I do want to do something with PDA Mama Bear out there again and have some interesting conversations on some stuff. And then I do want to talk to more researchers as well from a variety of fields. It's just hard, man. It's hard to get a hold of them. And it's also just, they got their lives and all that kind of stuff. And it just goes back and forth. It just happens so many times where I almost have something interesting. I don't announce it because I don't know. They could just cancel. And then that's it. Like, it just kind of something happens and then that's it. Like, I don't hear from them for a year and I'm like, ugh, man, that sucks. And that the shitty part is you actively will spend time networking, trying to chat and talk to these people. And that takes time. That takes effort. And sometimes it doesn't culminate into anything. And that shit sucks ass. Especially when you're sitting there writing emails. And they tell you to just email them again like in 4 months, and then you do, and then nothing. Yeah, it's frustrating.
I think that's the modern version of let's get together for lunch sometime.
Yeah. I just wish people would say like, oh, I'm not interested. And I'd be like, good. Right?
Thanks for the honesty.
Yeah, no, I would just be glad because I'd be like, okay, cool, I'm going to divert my attention away from you now because you're not interested in what I'm doing, so let me not look at you. I got to go elsewhere. I got people to talk to over here. But, it is a lot of wasted time. I end up diverting my attention to different places that don't culminate or take a really long time to, if they do. So I don't know. But then there's also like really, really cool people out there, obviously, that I've had on, and really, really busy people that are really, really cool. And one of those really, really busy people that are really, really cool is Max Durrott and Burger Creek. He's been on Burger Creek's been on my channel a few times. Fucking amazing, dude. Max was super. I mean, a giant channel compared to me, and he did 2 combos with me, just talking about rambling about whatever, neurodivergency, in his case, autism, and man, there's just some really great people out there. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot of work. But anyway, if you want to support me in any way with that kind of stuff, please, 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 please. PayPal is fine. Patreon's good too. And if you don't like any of that, I guess the super chats. But YouTube sucks at paying. YouTube sucks at paying shit out. They're the worst. Twitch is a lot better. They pay on the 16th or I think the 15th or 14th every month on the money. But YouTube's terrible at that shit. Anyway, guys, I am going to end the stream. Thank you for being here. Please join the Zoid Void if you're a schizoid out there and you watch this and you want to find some people you can talk to, or at least lurk so you can see how these people communicate. I have a feeling that some of these people, they kind of just chat in the server and then they end up DMing each other eventually, and then they kind of establish their own kind of bonds through that. That's what I've been seeing occurs. It doesn't, like, all the bond making doesn't happen necessarily in the channels or anything, but it's when conversations get taken outside. I think that's when some bonds can be formed. And then sometimes it's also wait. Oh, okay, never mind. But yeah, anyway. So, as usual, guys, thank you for joining me. I'll be here on... Okay, so for the YouTube people that might not know already, I'll be here on Tuesdays, and that's going to be me. It's just a topical thing. I'll think of something to talk about that day, and we'll just chat on it. We can go off, loose associate, whatever. I'll just think of something that I'm interested in, or I'll just make something up on the spot. I don't know. It'll probably be hopefully something more schizoid related and things like that, or mental health related. At Thursdays, I call them tragic Thursdays because it's tragic to watch me on Thursday because I am so burnt out for the week that the best I can do on a Thursday is just chill and talk. If anybody wants to jump on, and I'm just gonna play video games. Play some whatever fucking stupid game I'm playing, and then I'll just hang out. And if anybody has questions about schizoid shit or anything else, it's like basically open to any kind of question about that subject matter and stuff. And then Saturdays is when I'm gonna read the responses, the Dear Angst responses for the question of the week in the schizoid portion of the server. So. But, all right, guys. And I see some conversations going on here in the chat. Remember, if you're on the server, you can take these conversations to the server. Take the conversations to the server and talk about this stuff. If you're not a schizoid, you can talk in the annex. If you are a schizoid, apply through the vetting process, and you can talk to the other schizoids on there that are dealing with this shit, talking about it and stuff. All right, guys. Oh, and if you want to join me in a little bit, I'm going to be in the other channel. It's called Angst Likes Awful Media. And I usually just play games or watch like really weird fucked up movies or horror films, or like sometimes noir films or westerns. I don't know, whatever. I'm into science fiction. But I'll just watch weird shit, stream it, and then just chill. You can chill in there and watch whatever I'm watching, or whatever. It just depends. Sometimes I'm drunk and rambling in there. Sometimes I'm just hanging out. But I'll be there in about 10 minutes or so. All right, guys. Peace out. Oh, and as usual,